SVP and GM, Agentforce IT and HR Service, Salesforce. Madhu Sudhakar.
Hello, Dreamforce. I will say again, hello, Dreamforce. Show some energy. Nice. I am thrilled to be speaking with all of you today. Today, I'm going to deliver you something that you've been asking for. An IT service that is Agentic, that's agent first, conversational, and built on #1 service cloud platform. I'm thrilled to speaking with all of you. And this is my first Dreamforce. And over 25 years of experience. And I've done few product launches. But this is by far the best team and best product. So give it a round of applause, guys. First, I want to thank all of you. Thank customers, partners, trailblazers. We won't be here delivering these kind of products without your help. So thank you, and thank you, and thank you. Again, all of you inspire us, motivate us to solve these breakthrough innovations. Launching a product like IT service in a brand new market is not easy. All of you have given lots of feedback and use cases. So again, thank you so much. So with this, let's begin. Legacy ITSM systems are stuck in portal to ticket era. All of you, many of you have told us, saying that how hard it is to solve the IT service management problems. Your employees are frustrated. They're going from portals to filling up a form and then finally opening up a ticket and wait endlessly. But there are chatbots came into existence last few years. They did solve a problem, little bit, 20-30%, using knowledge articles, FAQs, and self-service. However, they fail to solve the real-world problems, such as automating workflows, taking actions. Then your IT teams, they are equally frustrated by looking at volume of tickets, volume of incidents, and doing manual root cause analysis. Finally, they're also spending time on misclassified routing tickets. And they're going through knowledge articles that are old and outdated and looking at multiple systems. And finally, missing out the actual insights and signal. So what do we do? I'm going to ask for a question again. What do we do? Let's say goodbye to legacy ITSM systems, folks. No. Again, I'm going to do it again. On count of 1, 2, 3. Let's all say goodbye to ITSM systems. Thank you. Your users want to go to the new age, solve the new problems. And that's what we want to discuss from here. What's going to happen from ITSM systems. So people want to experience a brand new things. They want to go to a new world, a new experience where you go from portals and tickets to conversations that will do faster resolutions, go from manual to automated workflows that will improve their productivity, and go from what we call a frustrated experience to delighted experience to improve the satisfaction, and go from a disparate systems to a consolidated tech stack that improves and reduces your cost, and finally into a new world and a new experience where humans and AI agents will work together. And I want you to show that experience. To do that, I'm going to play a nice video for you, and let's enjoy this video. Video, please. Wow, I'm impressed by the experience. You guys are impressed by this new experience? Do you want to experience this new world? Let's begin. Let's deliver the new experience for you. Today, we are introducing brand new Agentforce IT Service. That is agent first, conversation first, proactive. It provides 24/7 resolutions conversationally. We also are delivering AI agents to provide faster resolutions for both IT teams and for employees, which does workflows, actions, and automations. We also doing IT service desk, CMDB, service graph that automates your incidents, root cause analysis, and improves your productivity. Finally, we listen to all of you. We've talked to many of you. The message is clear. You want this product on a single unified tech stack. That's what we are introducing to you, folks. Give a round of applause, folks. Agent IT Service. All right, let me unpack it for you. Today, we are delivering not one, not two, not three, but 4 product areas that we are announcing today. The number one is our IT Service Desk. It's a core product for us. It comes with service management functions such as incident, problem, change, release management, unified catalog. It comes with connectors, integrations, finally analytics and dashboards. This is the core IT service management functionality we are delivering it. Number 2, AI agent for employees. This provides faster resolutions for both IT teams and employees by taking actions, workflows, and resolutions. Third area, AI agent for IT teams. This is the most important one. It gives you the IT team's agent assist functionality, such as classification, routing, assignment, summarization, generation, proactive root cause analysis, and proactive incident analysis. All that built in to help the IT management teams. The last one, the brains behind IT service, is our Agentic CMDB, discovery, and service graph. This gives you connectivity of your organization across your apps, services, and the infrastructure by giving you the full dependency graph as well as the connectivity graph. Finally, what we are delivering you is a full end-to-end ITIL service for entire of your organization. Hope you guys like this one, folks. Give it a round of applause. All right, what did we do? We built this thing on top of as a unified product, a unified, secure, stable, scalable product. And this is built on Salesforce platform, built on Service Cloud platform, powered by Agentforce 360, and Data Cloud 360. Now, this unified tech stack gives us something very unique. 3 things that nobody else can give you: scale, security, and intelligence. And that is Salesforce difference, and that is our difference, folks. Hope you guys like it. Give it a round of applause on that. I like it. As you can see, I love claps, guys. Hopefully. Finally, what is our North Star? I love experience. Salesforce is all about experience. Our true North Star is all about experience. We want to deliver experience in a way for employees and users can ask any questions across any domain. But how do we do that? We want users to stay in one place, one channel, ask questions about IT, about HR, or anything else. We launched HR earlier this year. We have around 180 customers. Today, we are introducing Agentforce IT Service. And that is what, and wait tuned for other domains that's going to launch soon. Stay tuned, folks. That's coming in. So how am I going to do this in the keynote today, guys? The keynote journey is going to begin across 4 chapters, 4 key benefits. Number 1, faster resolutions, reduce IT costs. 3rd is about delighting employees. 4th is about quick and easy deployment. There will be 4 chapters today. We're going to deliver you as a journey on stage here. Hope you'll enjoy this whole journey. And the first one to dig deep, I want to welcome my dear friend, Jessica Holtware. She is VP of IT and HR Service. Jessica, come on board.
All right. Thank you, Mudu. And hi, Dreamforce. I'm Jessica Holtware, and I have had the privilege of spending the last 14 years meeting with our phenomenal customers. And it is clear, time and time again, I have heard that your employees are tired of long ticketing processes. Something has to change. Does this sound familiar? It's a Wednesday morning. You have a lot of meetings scheduled, right? And you go to log in, only to find out your VPN isn't working. Panic starts to set in, right? We go in, we log a ticket in our portal. The ticket's created, but it goes into a queue with no clear SLA. So we pick up the phone, only to be routed into a phone tree. Yeah, we've all been there. It's not pleasant. It's not productive for ourselves nor for our company. There has to be a better way. And the great news is we do. We have a better way. Now that same experience, you could simply open a Slack, start a conversation, and get to resolution in mere minutes. Forget hours. Right? We want to empower our employees to get the IT support they need immediately at their fingertips. Everything from hardware access to incident management. And the best part is we are going to be meeting your employees in their favorite systems of engagement. Be that Slack, Teams, chat, web portals, you name it. We want to be there for them. Should be easier than ever before. Well, do I have your attention? Do you guys want to see it? Yeah? All right, Alex, let's show them. Meet Jennifer, a newly promoted systems engineer. And like many folks new to their job, she is very excited to get going. However, she is still waiting for her hardware access and that document that has all the background on her project. She needs to get it. Well, the great news is that thanks to Agentforce IT Service, now Jennifer can simply open a Slack and start the conversation. How do I get up to speed on my project? And immediately, the AI agent comes back verifying who Jennifer is. Once she confirms her role, make sure she has the appropriate level of access, Jennifer is now going to get spun up a equipped document that has all of her documentation. She clicks into this document, reads through it, and immediately is up to speed. And what used to take a lot of time going through different Slack channels, getting added to distribution lists, now she can simply go back to that chat and ask for access. And just like that, Jennifer's been given access to all those Slack channels. Pretty amazing, huh? All right, so Jennifer knows what's going on. She's up to speed on her documents. She understands her product. And now it's time to get access to the code base. Since she's already confirmed her identity, she continues the conversation and asks for the appropriate GitHub repositories. The agent immediately serves them up and Jennifer makes her selection. She hits submit and the approval goes to her manager. So let's shift over. Let's go take a look at this experience from Matt Davis. So Matt Davis, he's going to go ahead right in his flow of work, get that approval from Jennifer. He can review, make sure that Jennifer is indeed requesting access to the right things, and immediately she's off to the races. She has access to the appropriate code base and can get going with her job. All right, we're going to keep going, folks. There's a lot more to show. Now, Jennifer, she's been in her role for a little while now. And like many software engineers, her work is heavily reliant on her browser. But she's been noticing the browser's slowing down. It's not working quite as fast as it typically is. But like many employees in her role, she just kind of is learning to live with it, right? She doesn't even know where to go, in fact. But not anymore. Thanks to Agentforce IT Service, an incident is immediately created on Jennifer's behalf. Yeah, you heard me. Immediately created on Jennifer's behalf. And it flags to her that there's a problem. And it offers to go ahead and restart her browser and push a fix, getting her back up to productivity. Jennifer confirms, and the browser and the AI agent goes to work, immediately pushing this fix. It goes so far to also show her exactly what work it's done. So now it's going to show us that as soon as that browser's been restarted, the memory now goes down and performance is restored. Pretty incredible. This, ladies and gentlemen, is how we take a modern agentic IT service approach. We are now proactive. We need to get proactive, goodbye reactive IT experiences. So I have one more thing to show you all. I had promised that we are going to meet your employees in their favorite systems of engagement. And right now we've seen a lot of Slack, but I'm sure some of you are still on Teams. Well, Alex has done a pretty incredible job on the demo, wouldn't you say? Let's give him a quick round of applause. promote Alex. I think you need to come over to the distribution org and join me on the sales side. So we're going to go ahead and spin up a Teams instance. And let's go ahead and figure out how to get you access to Sales Cloud, eh? So Alex is going to go ahead and submit right in the Teams interface the request for Sales Cloud. And the AI agent, similar, is going to go to work. It will validate exactly who Alex is, making sure he has the right level of approvals. And then it's going to spin up his Sales Cloud account. Oh, my word. He simply has to click into that, set his password, and now he's immediately going to have access to Sales Cloud. Now we're going to go do some great things together, huh? All right, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be the Teams interface. Once again, this is a modern agentic IT service solution. We will meet your employees where they are to get them more productive and working faster than ever before. And I have great news. We already have some customers using Agentforce IT Service. And I'm so thrilled to announce that we have today coming up on stage to share their experience all the way from Paris, from UNESCO, the head of digital solutions, Didam Missionette. Didam, come and join me up here. Welcome. Thank you for coming out. All right. So, Didam, I'm sure most folks are familiar with UNESCO. But just in case, I would love for you to share a little bit more about UNESCO and some of the challenges you've had with employee support.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for having me. There's a bit of echo. So I'm head of digital solutions. So my teams are working on designing, developing, and maintaining IT applications for business continuity and powering digital transformation. But before that, yes, coming back to the UNESCO, let me give a little bit of context. UNESCO is a specialized UN agency, United Nations agency, serving humanity and peace through science, culture, and education. We're running projects all over the world. We're based in Paris, but for about 60 field offices around the world. Just to give an idea, some projects, like, for example, the Malala Fund, supporting girls' right to education. Preserving world heritage and the culture, even in the war zone. Believe me, saving the bees. And rainforests in Amazon. Biodiversity portal, so on and so forth. These are complicated programs that are operating from multiple countries, multi-million-dollar projects, and supported by multiple donors. And at large, we're supporting the Sustainable Development Goal, just to give a bit of context of what we are really dealing with here. And here's the challenge. The digital platforms that we are supporting, we're developing, are sitting at the center of all these operations, complex projects. There are thousands of them. And they're ensuring business continuity, they're ensuring transparency, and providing critical reporting to our member states. And we have 194 of them. Imagine the global complexity. And on top, you can add the digital transformation that we are going through. Now we are in the 4th year of the digital transformation. The way we designed it is happening in multiple phases. So we are kind of progressively delivering product, but we are non-stop launching products. So that becomes user adoption, user support becomes key, really, in all that story. Well, we are operating under very tight resources, and you might know the budget situation, the budget climate is super complicated, and we can't just work harder. That will not solve the problem. We have to work smarter. So with that, we are gearing towards an agentic AI solution, one that can help us operate intelligently, that can help us improve employee experience and improve IT productivity as well.
I love that. Now, thank you for sharing some of your challenges. I'm sure they're very relevant. Some of you are probably feeling some of these challenges with employee support as well. I'd love for you to share a little bit of your experience with Agentforce IT Service and why you've chosen Salesforce to help you address some of these issues.
We started our Salesforce journey with the transformation, digital transformation, about 4 years ago. And the goal was simple. It was to bring all the fragmented processes together and the scattered data that's kind of locked up in this satellite peripheral legacy systems. Easier said than done. We were looking into something. We needed scalability. We needed shorter time to market. We needed easy maintenance, and we needed a way to adapt to ever-changing, fast-changing technological landscape. So we looked into low-code and SaaS solutions, and we chose Salesforce. Now, Salesforce became the cornerstone of our digital transformation. And some of these projects that I mentioned before, most of the business processes and core operational data are really hosted on Salesforce and through, of course, complex workflows. Well, as we were launching those systems, something happened. There was this explosion of requests and user support needs. Mm-hmm. And it came from all over. Emails, Teams, mm-hmm. corridor chats, anything you can, of course, the tickets, anything you can imagine. And it was very hard to really deal with that, with the limited resources, even though we built, a very dedicated support team for that. But it was complicated because, there is how-to questions, there's new functionality requests, and then there are cases and the problems, and everything is mixed up. And the routing and the dispatching of the tickets are quite complicated. Mm-hmm. We cannot get to the bottom of the things. And I'm really pushing my teams, get me the truth. Yeah. You can't handle the truth, right? No.
I love it.
And the other thing, we created everything you can imagine, really 100 pages of user manuals, these fancy, quick help cards, mm-hmm. video tutorials, webinars, on-site trainings, office hours, but it was never enough. Because at the end, the users are not happy. They're already, there's a lot of emotions and anxiety in a big digital transformation program. And this is happening on top of, their day-to-day work. So it was a lot of work for them, actually. And they don't want to send something and it goes into the black hole. And they don't have time to digest all these materials that we are producing. Mm-hmm. So they wanted something fluid, conversational, really. And then the IT teams wanted to be really on top of it, have the right breadth and depth classification. So this was our challenge. And we found the highest value use case, a few of them, and we ran a proof of concept using Agentforce. And the results, very conclusive. On the user side, the conversations were flowing, and it was getting the right information, and it was quite satisfactory. And the IT teams were really happy, finally, to be really, being on top of all these different tickets and the service support requests. Amazing. And on top of that, especially for me and for the management team, it's also what's important is these live dashboards. I can see in real time with instant visibility what's really going on so that we can go back to the stakeholders and we can report confidently, but also it's kind of a faster response as well. So based on that, on the short term, what we are trying to do really stronger support, improved IT productivity, better user engagement, and faster insights.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Didem. Hopefully that is an inspiration when you think of the complexity of your organization. I see a lot of faces who are hopefully feeling inspired by this journey. If you had one tip, where to get started, some advice, what would that be?
I would say start smart and small, if possible. Find that use case, really. If you solve it, people are happy, it has the highest impact. Well, I mean, it's not rocket science, but honestly, Voltaire said it, common sense is not so common. So in my 25 plus years of IT experience, I call it common sense is not common practice. But always start from here. And from there on, actually, the most impactful use case, you can, learn fast, you can iterate, you can pivot, and that can be the starting point. Then you can build the momentum. And that's where, and that's how the real transformation happens.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for sharing your journey. Let's give a round of applause for Didem. All right. Now, I am going to hand this over to my colleague, my friend, my confidant at times, the SVP of Product Management, RJ Jarendra.
Thanks, Jessica. Hello, Dreamforce. It's absolutely fantastic to be here with you today. Now, for years, my world has been about IT service management. Before joining Salesforce, I had the privilege of leading the ITSM business at ServiceNow. And so in that role, I spoke with hundreds of customers like you. I saw what was working well, but more importantly, I also saw and understood the challenges that you're facing. Right, now with AI, things will get better. In fact, Gartner says that by 2029, 80% of service inquiries will get resolved automatically, and that's great. But that last 20% that hits your service desk, they're going to be those gnarly, highly complex incidents that are going to require the best technology for your teams to solve them quickly. Unfortunately, the legacy ITSM systems that you're using for service now just aren't up to the challenge. Let's just take a look at what happens today when self-service doesn't work and a ticket lands in a queue. It gets assigned, it gets reassigned. When an agent finally looks at it, too often the ticket doesn't have enough information and it gets sent right back to the employee for more details. It gets worse. About a third of tickets get escalated because your service desk agents can't find the solution in the knowledge base because it's out of date or just hard to use. Now, where does the collaboration happen with your subject matter experts? It's in Slack or in Teams. And those conversations with those resolutions are lost because they never make their way back into the incident record. Right? Too often, the incident resolution note simply says fixed or done. Does that sound familiar? Right? So what that means is that your teams are solving the same problems over and over and over again. That's just inefficient. It's also frustrating your teams. And when those tickets are for business-critical systems, the impact is more than just frustration. Right? That impact can be measured in real dollars. And this is why we've created Agentforce IT Service Desk. Right? It's not just another tool. It's a complete AI solution built on the Salesforce platform with one mission in mind: to make your IT teams highly productive and to lower your IT service costs. Right? Think about tickets getting assigned intelligently, resolving quickly, getting ahead of the next fire. And yes, we built a CMDB, that's a configuration management database, right on the Salesforce platform. The CMDB is your single source of truth that gives you visibility into your entire IT infrastructure. Right? Unified catalog, out-of-the-box connectors, dashboards. I could go on and on and on, but instead I'm going to welcome to the stage our SVP of Solutions, Kate McArdle, to show you the product. Kate?
Thanks, RJ. So, as you guys know, Salesforce is not new to service. When I joined 14 years ago, I joined to focus on Service Cloud. We've taken all those years of service experience, we've taken our Agentforce expertise, we've taken all of your feedback to build this new offering. And I am joined by my good friend Arjun, and we are going to show you this live. Okay, here's Jason. Jason has a lot of assigned work. Just like every service center, IT service centers are always swamped. Luckily, Jason can ask Agentforce for help. He is going to be benefiting because Agentforce is going to show him all the tickets that are probably about the same topic. Maybe that is VPN. Maybe it's like me and you never remember to upgrade to the current version of iOS, and so now you're having problems. Whatever it is, this is going to let Jason attack multiple issues at once. Just like we saw in Jessica's demo, Agentforce is Jason's always-on partner right in the flow of his work. So he can review the recommended resolution, make sure that it's the right one, accept it, and now all those tickets are going to be closed. His queue is much shorter. Phew! So you can see that by attacking multiple issues at once, routine tickets can be resolved in minutes and not hours. Now, not every issue is going to be that easy. And that's okay, because actually that's where your IT teams like to spend their time. They like to get to the meat of the issue. They like to drill in. They like it when it's messy. So just like before, Jason can ask Agentforce for help in diagnosing this complex issue. It's going to come back with the likely root cause, and it's going to come back with what is probably a good resolution. And Jason can go investigate more deeply. With a click, he can go in, he can get more information about the scope of the issue. He can really check and see where are all the dependencies. He can see what are probably the assets that are impacted. What are maybe the other incidents that are attached? Who are the other users who might be facing the same issue? Really anything that he needs to get to an informed resolution, he has at his fingertips. So once he's confident this is the right resolution, he can go back and he can tell Agentforce, yep, this is fantastic. And it's, again, going to close all of those issues. So that's going to keep resolution time low, but just as importantly, it's going to ensure consistency. So now it doesn't matter who in your IT service center is interacting with this issue, it's going to get to the same result. Now let's look and see what happens when Jason and Agentforce need more help. So this incident, Jason's going to pull it up. He's going to say, okay, Agentforce, help me understand. And when it comes back, it's coming back with what the root cause probably is and a set of next steps. Jason, looking at the next steps, knows he is going to need more help. This is much trickier than normal. So he's going to ask Agentforce to schedule a meeting so that he can have a discussion about this live. Agentforce will schedule that meeting. It's also going to go and find the experts for him. So Jason doesn't have to go and track down his own experts. This is also where, by the way, Jason could recommend to Agentforce, hey, those first slew of tickets that we solved all at once, we could build a proactive campaign. Just like Jessica was saying, let's get to the users before they have to log a ticket. So you can see, no matter how tricky the issue, this new offering is going to be able to help you ensure consistency and keep your resolution times low. So, Arjun, I want to thank you for showing how we can help companies control cost and transform the way that their IT service teams work. Thank you. RJ, back to you.
How about that demo? Let's share it again for Kate and Arjun. All right. So, Agentforce IT Service Desk. It's the complete solution for your IT teams. Right? What you saw there, end-to-end ITIL processes, incident, problem, change, request, release, knowledge, all integrated with our CMDB. Right? We have discovery, both agents and agentless discovery, to find all the assets in your IT infrastructure, to map the dependencies, and store them in the CMDB. With Service Graph, we visualize those so that when something breaks, your IT teams can see the full business impact. With AI agents and Agentforce working side by side with your teams, summarizing incidents, suggesting resolutions, proactively identifying the next problem before it becomes an outage. Right? We work wherever your teams like to work, whether it's the IT Service Desk console, if it's in Slack, or in MS Teams. With catalogs and out-of-the-box integrations, we automate the workflows so your teams don't have to deal with the mundane work. And all of this is built on the Salesforce platform. So you get the benefits of the platform, right? You get powerful analytics, you get setup, you get scale, extensibility to tailor it to your specific needs. So this is the future of IT service. It's a simple, intelligent platform that empowers your teams, improves their productivity, and lowers their IT costs. Now, to tell you how Agentforce IT Service staff also delights your employees, please welcome to the stage our fabulous CMO, Amber Armstrong.
Thank you. All right. I have the absolute joy of leading marketing for our apps business, which includes service and IT service. And my team will tell you there are two things they care about, not a lot in between. It's the team and the outcomes. And what I'm so excited about with Agentforce IT Service is that it allows you to help your teams meet their outcomes even more quickly. But you know, our employees need more than just IT service. They need more support. We're all employees in this room, every single one of us. Let's think for a second. What are some of the questions we have at work? Well, of course, you've been in here for a while, so of course you're thinking IT questions. We led the witness. But the next thing you think is, well, what about verifying my compensation? Or what about asking for time off? And what happens when those questions come up in off hours? What happens when you're headed to the emergency room in the middle of the night with a sick kid and you need to verify medical benefits? That is where 24/7 resolutions comes into play. And that is why I'm so thrilled to share with you that everything that you saw today with Agentforce IT Service also works seamlessly with HR Service. That means, and you heard Mudu say earlier, we're going to expand beyond just HR and IT. But right now, your employees can get answers they need when and where they need them, all through a simple conversation on a single unified platform. It's pretty great. We're really excited about it. One of the areas where you see this come up most often, where you need IT and HR together, is onboarding. Every single person in this room has been onboarded. And what happens in that situation? You have no idea where to go for what. Well, not with Agentforce IT Service. So Arjun and I are going to take you on a little demo here. I'm going to step into the role of Summer. Summer is a brand new sales employee, and she is ready to get started on her first day. So she starts in this all-new Today view in Slack. That's where she sees all of her actions, all of her meetings, and all of her priorities in one place. And first up on her list today is to finish her onboarding. She has 3 things she needs to do. She needs to update her address. She needs to enter her emergency contact. And she also needs to get rid of that little thing there. It's fine. It was not on your screen, sorry. She also needs to, there's an IT issue over here, so it's a little ironic, and I don't love it that much, actually. But she needs to update her address. She needs to update her employee contact. And then she's got to do her 401k. So let's start with that employee address. She goes straight here in Slack, updates it immediately, and then Agentforce says, hey, don't forget about your emergency contact. Great. She updates it right here. She never had to go to a separate HR system. It's pretty exciting. Now she's ready to start that 401k setup. When she's setting up her 401k, she's got a few things to think about, right? How much do I want to contribute? How much is my company going to match? And then when am I eligible? Just to name a few of the things she's really got to think about. Well, with Agentforce IT Service, she has an assistant right here alongside her. And this assistant, this HR specialist, knows that how much she makes, and it knows that she's a sales rep. So she's got base compensation and variable compensation. And it helps her make those right decisions. Okay, Summer is ready to go. She is ready to start her first sales call. She goes to her CRM and logs in. And we've all been there. Login fails. She's like, man, this is really getting hard to get to this first call, but I'm going to make it. So she goes back into Slack and she resets her password right here. It all happens very simply, unlike when she's been in other companies and she's had to go out and talk to someone and go to a separate system and work has come to a halt. Not for Summer. Summer's right back to work. She is ready to make that first sales call. Thank you so much, Arjun. Okay, so now we've seen how we can take our employees and get them to their outcomes more quickly. Now for admins, let's talk about how they can get to their outcomes more quickly. Welcome back, Mudu.
Thank you, Amber, for your wonderful demo and presentation. Let's give a round of applause to all the speakers for their demos and presentation, folks. And I want to thank Didam for your wonderful interview. And I enjoy your pilot and experience. Thank you. At Salesforce, we love admins. I love admins. I hope you guys love admins too, right? So yes, I like that. So there's a fourth benefit that I want to talk about. Quick, easy setup and deployment. We want to make deployment as simple as the product and as intelligent as the product itself. Today, we are introducing easy setup and go for Agentforce IT Service powered by Salesforce Go. Folks, this is the most important thing. This easy setup and go automatically configures IT Service at a click of a button. It deploys both the IT Service Desk and AI agents operationally within minutes. Now, how are we able to do it? We use Go Accelerate. We are using a guided workflows. We also give you the data that's loaded in the Arc. It simplifies your setup process. It is not like your legacy IT systems which take 6 months, 9 months. We are talking about operations very fast. Now, what makes this easy setup and deployment so powerful? You can go from purchase to production with very fast time and realize your benefits and start using the product. Now, once the org is set up, what do you do? Remember earlier RJ talked about, we have connectors out of the box. You will set up your connector to your apps, services, and systems. Today, at this inaugural launch, we are announcing 100 plus partners, guys, and give it a round of applause to everybody. Again, thank you to every single partner. We won't be on this stage announcing this product without all of you. Thank you, partners, for making this happen. And I'm going to introduce you to one such partner called Microsoft and one such integration called Microsoft Teams. Yes, Agentforce IT Service is available both on Slack, Slack first, and Teams ready, right out of the box. Give it a round of applause for that, folks. I know all of you guys are excited to use the product. I'm excited. Are you all excited to use this product? Yeah, I like that. Agentforce IT Service is going to give you 4 things. Non-negotiable benefits. Non-negotiable benefits. Resolve faster your tickets or your conversation, reduce your costs, delight your employees, and finally, easy setup and go. Right? Don't forget these 4 non-negotiable benefits. Every time you think about 4, you'll think about this 4. Okay. All right. So we are offering you something very unique for all of you only in this room. No, I'm kidding. For everybody in the Salesforce customers. Limited time offer. You can get Agentforce IT Service for free up to 10 IT Service Desk licenses, folks. This is available for all Salesforce customers with Agentforce One Service editions. So it's available to a lot of customers to use this. We want you to try it, use it, implement your use cases, give us your feedback, please. That makes us, we spend thousands of resources in this company to build this product. I want all of you to try it. It took 18 months to get this product out. So we want your feedback. We want you to try it and give us your feedback. And that's the reason we are giving you 10 free IT Service Desk licenses. That means a lot to us. Thank you again for that. Now, I know you guys are enjoying your Dreamforce. This is only day 2. I want this Dreamforce to go to 2 weeks, actually. Amber, next time we should do it 2 weeks. Now, to learn more about this, there's a QR code. If you scan it, an IT service specialist will follow you. Similarly, please visit the campgrounds. There are IT service booths there. My team is over there. They'll walk you through all the demos in more detailed manner. Please go to the launch, talk to product experts, have one-on-one consultation. And Jessica and her team is over there. Finally, there's the breakout sessions. There's the roadmap sessions. Please attend those sessions and give us your feedback. With this, again, I want to thank all of you for being through this launch. It's an inaugural launch. It means a lot to all of us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, there's a QR code here. Remember how we started the presentation. Please give us your feedback. Tell us what's top of your mind. What we did do correct, what we did wrong. Give us your feedback, your use cases, and try our product. Thank you so much for sitting through this presentation. Thank you.